Today's daily word says this: I am free, I am unlimited. And the words go, the lyrics to the hymn, I am free, I am unlimited, are regularly sung in spiritual centres of many faiths and denominations. They resonate on a universal level because they express an important truth in simple words, a proclamation of spiritual freedom. I may encounter daily challenges with my work, relationships, finances, or any number of other elements of this human experience. My ego may immediately believe me to be trapped, forced into painful choices, shaped by the demands of others. And I remember that I am infinite potential. I am always free. At such times, I hear my true self gently singing me the truth. I am free, I am unlimited, there are no chains that bind me. And Paul says something like that in the second letter to the Corinthians chapter 3 verse 17 when he says, now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. If I may, I'd just like to share one or two thoughts about that. It occurs to me there are two types of affirmation we get in the daily word. Yesterday's was the best. It's there every month, and for me it's the best. Let go, let God. And it is an instruction, or a recommendation, or a piece of friendly advice, if you like. But it works, and it is the key. It is the golden key of Emmett Fox. It is let go of misunderstanding and false impression and let God be the substitute for it. Today's one, I am free, I am unlimited, is quite different. It's not an instruction or a piece of advice. It is a statement about I am. And for most people, that would be nonsense. At a human level, you and I are not free. We are bound by the law in our behaviour. We are bound by custom and politeness in what we say. We are subject to work and financial restrictions. And at a mental level, none of us is free from worry, from feeling irritation, from all the countless annoying little psychological things that upset us. So what is this I am free? It is, if we just sing it as we did now, I am free, there are no chains that bind me, or I am the light of God, and we do that in a sort of friendly but light-hearted style, to me it's like cleaning the garden wall with a sponge. It's superficial and it is nice, but it doesn't actually change anything. This is a metaphysical statement which says all the things I've talked about from human experience are false. There is a greater truth. This is not the real world. The real world is something we may be able to glimpse only in moments of complete surrender, dying to self, as Paul called it. But in meditation or in moments of giving up so that there is only God, I'm not explaining it very well. Let me just tell you about a little experience I had this weekend, if you forgive me. 18 months ago, I had a heart test, and I had lots of heart tests, and they were all fine. But one consultant said, I had a problem. So they started giving me medicine, which is not a medicine you get lightly, pills. So I've taken roughly 1,500 of these pills in that 18 months, but I was not happy about it. And I spoke to another consultant 6 months ago, and I was still waiting for the results of the test last week. And suddenly, normally I don't bother. I take the pills and it doesn't bother me. But last week at 4:30 one morning, actually a few days ago, I woke up furious. I was angry with him, I was disappointed, I was really upset. None of them have a clue. They're miscommunicating what's happened to these test results for 6 months. Yesterday, I had a letter from the consultant saying, I've reviewed all these things. No, nothing wrong with your heart. Stop taking the pills. Now, needless to say, I was quite pleased about that. In fact, I'd taken my wife out to dinner only on Wednesday, but she got taken out to dinner again last night. I was feeling so pleased about it. So you might say, am I healed? Am I relieved of that heart condition? Am I somehow changed? No. It was all unreal. It was false evidence appearing real, which is one of the acronyms for fear, isn't it? And so all that changed was my perception. I have a stack of pill boxes now that I will return to the chemist this week, and all that is, and my travel insurance will go down by 3/4 or more. But the fact is that nothing has changed, only in my head. And of course there are things which don't go away so easily, and we have a different job. Now, I was going to lead us in a meditation, but though perhaps we're a bit short of time for that. But what I would suggest is that we refer back to that opening song. For me, being free from anxiety and resentments and all the other little annoyances is a question of deep meditation. It is a question of tuning in to be the light. It is not it is trying to let go, let God. Lay aside all my feelings and impressions and words about stuff, and to just be a representation of the light shining down on the illusion and turning it into reality. I apologise that doesn't make a very clear picture. But today we can be free and unlimited and go about the world light with a light touch as the light of God.